All right. Time for another podcast. So I recorded one a few days ago, but it didn't upload, so I ended up releasing that one earlier today. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to release this one right after that. So there might be too much content coming your way. You may need to prepare yourselves. And I've been told by multiple people that I need to be doing this podcast with other people, and that if I'm the one doing everything, it might be coming off a bit sad. And I can't do anything but agree with that. But weirdly, it makes me want to do it alone even more. Why? I don't know. Maybe because because I'm a control freak. Because I want to be able to stand on my own 2 feet, I think. If I do it with somebody else, then they'll go, you're really funny when you're with that person. So that is it's the overall plan. The overall plan. My stomach was feeling better, and then now it's kind of feeling iffy. Maybe it's an ulcer. But I stuck to eating just a salad and a couple of croissants. I can't say croissant. I can't do it. I'd rather just say croissant. I would rather say it wrong. I would rather be horribly wrong than be almost correct but still wrong in terms of French pronunciation. So I'm just going to say croissant. Crescent. I'd like a crescent roll, please. In fact, that's what I should say. I want a crescent roll. That's what croissant is, crescent. Now that I think of it, why are people saying croissants? Just say crescent. Are people saying croissants? Am I the only one that's saying croissants when I should be saying crescent? I watched the Netflix special Bumping Mics. I'm a huge fan of Dave Attell. I didn't realize this, but I didn't realize I was a huge fan of Dave Attell for as long as I've been, because I used to watch Insomniac all the time, which I thought that Insomniac, I was watching it during high school, but it was made from 2001 to 2004, so I must have been watching it in college. And I've always been a huge fan of Dave Attell. And I have nothing further to add to that other than I'm a big fan of Dave Attell. And Jeff Ross too. Nothing but good things to say. Such good writing. Makes me feel inadequate. Oh, there's an Audi TT sports car next to me, which basically looks like a Volkswagen Beetle, but sleeker. I've discussed my appreciation of the Audi vehicles before on this podcast. Actually, there's two Audis near me, and a Mini Cooper. I feel like I'm in the middle of like a heist. Did I drive into the middle of the Italian Job? These are the kind of cars that they drive in when they do the high-tech heists. They need some Audis. That was the car they drove in Ronin, that Robert De Niro movie that I've watched a million times. I can never watch that movie too many times. The car chase scenes in that movie are spectacular to me. I didn't realize how much of a fan of car chase scenes I am, and yet I never watched The Fast and the Furious. But I mean, the car chase scenes in Ronin were gritty and real. There's something about a good car chase scene. There's something about a good car chase scene. I don't know what it is about car chase scenes. Maybe I really just hate farmers markets that much that it's fun to see them be destroyed. I think the thing about car chase scenes that I find hysterical is that usually they involve these muscle cars that I don't think can withstand the beatings that they take in the car chase scene. Like, there's a car chase scene and a Lamborghini is involved. The moment in the car chase scene where the Lamborghini hits a mild speed bump, that's the end of the scene. It is now in pieces. It can go fast on a flat, smooth surface for an extended period of time, but not too long because it's a gas guzzler. Not going to make the yellow. I did that thing where I almost made the yellow, but didn't quite happen. So now I got to wait for everybody to cross the street. Here's what I'm finding now. But let me talk about this because this is really irritating me. Pedestrians who cross the street at a busy intersection and they're looking at their phones. So they're going half as fast because they're reading their phone or they're texting as they are I am trying to make a left turn here. I know that a pedestrian has the right of way, but how right is right? There needs to be a limit to this. But, Your Honor, he was on his phone. Oh, well. And get out of here. All right, get out of here. All right, on his phone, yeah. There has to have been at least one judge somewhere. Maybe not in a major district. Who finally just said, get out of here. Kids. All right, get out of here. Don't do it again. I was taking my break at the upstairs patio area at the mall near where I work. And there were, I think upwards of 50, I don't know if they were middle school kids or high school kids. And they seemed to be gathering for a fight. And I'm really worried about the future generations. Because it was just, you see that many kids and that mob mentality, and you're like, oh my God, these people are idiots. But then I remind myself that I think every generation are idiots. Really, it's not just these kids. The only difference between them and me is they lack experience. When they get to my state, they'll have some experience, but they will still be idiots. As I have some experience, but am still an idiot. Like my parents and my parents before them. All human life is just constant stumbling and falling, and stumbling and falling, and stumbling and falling, and stumbling a little less, and then falling a bit more. And somehow we creep forward. Well, this is getting profound really fast, isn't it? Traffic's just ridiculous, isn't it? Now, I know that I want to have lunch at Starbucks. I just want to get a salad and a crescent roll. I'm going to see what happens if I just say I'd like the crescent and see if they know what it is. My guess is they're not going to know what it is. Who wants to take bets? Just there's no way to win with that word. There's no way to win. Unless I learned perfect French. Croissant. See, even that doesn't sound quite right to me. Croissant. It sounds like I'm almost mocking the language now. Crescent is just the English version of the French word. And croissant, I sound like an idiot. There's no way to win with that pastry. There's no way to win with that pastry. Frustrating. I got overly excited at that. Overly excited for that. So, now where do we go? What do we talk about now? Well, we can talk a bit about farmers markets. I have that on the mind. I'm seeing those. I've been to them. I don't know how to react to them because I don't cook and I don't keep any food in my living thing. I don't like to use the word apartment. It's quite small. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about it. I like that it's small. It's simple. I like that. This is not a complaint, but I just don't want to call it an apartment. I don't think that's quite an accurate term for half of a garage. It's half of a guest house, but that even sounds not right. Is it a cubicle? It's slightly larger. I like living thing. I like that. It's my thing, the sleeping thing. The sleeping, showering thing. I sleep, I shower, I watch Netflix. That's what I do in it. 150 square feet. That's basically 12 by 12, isn't it? Or 13 by 13. I think it's got to be more than 100. No, I think that's what it is. The stage at the comedy club I work at, I think, is the same size. Because I think that one's 10 by 10. All right, mine's a little bit bigger. So it's the luxury version. And I love it. I mean, if I was suddenly raking in the dough, by the way, I think I would still stay there for a long time. Because I don't have to worry about anything, maintenance, anything, lawns, mowing of lawns, and none of that. I go, I sleep, and that is it. It's very monastic. I'm a monk. Oh, the organic market closed. How is that possible? It was specifically an organic market. How did it close? In Southern California, you'd think it'd be thriving. Maybe that's the reality of Southern California. is, on the surface, it appears as if everyone's eating organic and healthy and blah, blah, blah. And yet, look at all these donut shops that are thriving. People are just quieter about their junk food in Los Angeles. That could be a working theory. Okay. What now, I ask you? What now? I'm talking in my evil villain voice. Yoga. I should probably do yoga. I did yoga pretty consistently for a couple of years there. And nothing about me changed. I don't think I felt any healthier. There was nothing about stamina, and it was the fitness yoga too. People saying, oh, if I don't work out, I feel it. When I work out, I feel so much better now that I've worked out. I feel so much better. Yeah, well, I'm gifted and talented in the area of even if I work out, I don't feel that much better. You don't know what you're missing, man. Oh, I think I have an idea. Now here's the question. Do I try to park in the busy lot, or do I go in the lot that's farther away, but I know I'll find parking? That's how you know it's a Saturday podcast. That is how you know. I'm driving behind a truck with a lot of cardboard boxes in it. Always nerve-wracking when the car or the truck in front of me has a lot of debris in it that looks like it will fall off at any moment and kill me. All the debris, and then the one little flag so that they're regulation. One little flag tied to the giant metal spear. That all it takes is one good speed bump and the spear is through my windshield and through my neck. I'm going to chance it. I'm going to chance the busy parking lot. I'm going to chance it. I'm going to stand with you on a mountain. Is that what the song is? You know, I'll stand with you at the base of the mountain, but if you're going to walk all the way up to the top, forget it. I'll stand with you looking at a mountain, but not on the top of the mountain. Buffalo Wild Wings. Decent restaurant. Incorrect name, though. Well, Buffalo is because the sauce on the buffalo wing, I think, originated in Buffalo, New York. The wing, all right, that's technically the wing of a chicken, although they also have legs. So it's not just the wings. And it's not even a wing that flies. I mean, it's the muscle part of the wing, but it's obviously not the feathers. That would be gross. Buffalo wings. I'm 50-50 on buffalo wings. 50% of the time I eat them and I'm fine. 50% of the time I get sick. But that's not what I'm going to be having for lunch today, my friends. No. Oh my goodness, there are spaces. There are spaces. What's happening? On a Saturday, in the middle of the day. Spaces. What is going on? What movie is bombing at the box office this weekend? That is the 15th time I've used that joke. Well, that's enough of that podcast.